Fun stuff, guys. I'm really excited today. This is going to be an awesome, what a great panel we've got today. Let's keep the questions rolling on the chat. We've got a lot of panelists here that can probably answer as we go. You guys can use your pause time and answer some things, or we'll just take it toward the end. We've got an hour. Let's make it productive. Everybody on here, remember, I'm going to put together an email tonight that's going to have the slide decks that what you're going to see today's presentation in video form that I'm going to post on our YouTube channel tonight, and a bunch of links. So I'm Gary from Volutone, who represent the Snap AV locals, which is MRI, Custom Plus up north, and of course, AllNet. So all of us, thank you guys so much for joining me every single Wednesday where we bring the best of the best and we have these discussions. Definitely worthwhile. Got some stuff coming up next week. I've got episode live next week. We've never done a speaker training, so check that out. All right, gentlemen, let's get this thing going. Feels like a great day. Garen, I'm going to turn it over to you, and then you can reassemble how you're going to distribute the talking points today in the slide deck. Garen Hartley, Lutron, good to work with you, pal. How are you?
Absolutely, man. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you. Like Gary said, I'm Garen Hartley. I am with Lutron Electronics. I am based out of Chicago, Illinois, and I kind of cover the north central area residentially. So on the residential side is my focus, but we do a little bit of everything, right? I think we all kind of run into parts and pieces from everywhere. So in a second here, I'll show some slides, and you'll see my my email. Feel free to reach out to me, throw some questions in the chat, and when I'm not presenting, I can help answer those. And when I am, Todd and his crew can do so as well. So Todd, you want to do a little quick intro?
You got it. So Todd Cowie, National Account Manager, manage the Install Solutions channel for Ring for US and Canada. We have 3 territory account managers that help me create better relationships with dealers so they drive more business to Snap AV. Like I said, you've got Mark Lee on the East Coast. You have Rich Way out of the Central Territory, out of Chicago as well. And then Roman Zariba out of the West Coast. So that's the team for Ring. That is your contact. And email me if you have any questions after this, and I'll set you with the right territory account manager. But really looking forward to today.
Perfect. Yeah, so quick confirmation. Can you guys all see our Lutron and Ring integration slides here? Awesome. So we'll get rolling. Now, if you are in this presentation and you don't have the video showing, so you can't see all of our beautiful faces talking, here are the beautiful faces talking right here. That's me on the left, and then Todd and his stylish get up right there on the right. But also, like I said, there's our emails at the bottom. So feel free to reach out to me, reach out to us. If we're not the guys to answer your question, then we can get you with your local person. We can connect you. If you don't have a local person, you're not sure who that is, same thing. Reach out to us and we can make it happen. So let's dive into it, guys. Thanks for joining from all of us at Lutron. We appreciate your time. Hopefully you're pretty aware of what Lutron is and where we're at in the industry, but if you're not, a quick background. So Lutron really invented the first usable residential dimmer, right? So the first dimmer that can go in a wall box, be used for any home, dim down the lights, control the scenes in your house. And from there, about 60 years ago today, we are still a leader in lighting control, and we are really into the smart lighting space. So we provide that to homeowners, pro installers, really everybody. And within that, we start breaking down Caseta. Caseta is one of our smart lighting lines, and it goes from simplicity, 1 or 2 parts and pieces, to a whole home. You can control an entire house from your app within the Caseta line. And then very similarly, Raw2 Select is something of a big brother to Caseta there. So we're going to dive into each of those a little bit, just give each of them a quick little time to shine there and kind of shed some light if you are not incredibly aware of what they are and what they look like. So doing that, what is Caseta? Let's get rid of some of the mystery. Let's get rid of some of that fog. Everything you can do within Caseta is shown here. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to do everything shown here to use Caseta. Like I said, you can choose 1 or 2 parts and pieces and still provide incredible value. So this is just an overview. You see all of our actual in-wall controllers right there, the dimmers, the switches, fan controls, ELV, plug-in, I'll tell you a story about my parents. They are both retired actually as of now, so congrats guys. But one of the ways that I provided value to them with Lutron is I gave them just a simple bridge and then that plug-in lamp dimmer right there to control their Christmas lights, so they don't have to crawl underneath the Christmas tree. When I was younger, when I was way younger and tiny, they used to just throw me underneath there and turn on the Christmas tree lights. But I can't do that anymore. So that's my solution for them, and that's just one of the solutions that Caseta can provide. So quick scenario within Caseta, add a switch anywhere. Let's say you're at a client's home and you're saying, hey, while I'm here fixing up whatever it may be that you're doing, whatever it is that you're great at, what else can I do for you? And Ann, your client here, Ann, she says, oh, well, I need a switch on the other side of my kitchen. It's kind of inconvenient to reach. I've seen this done in closets before where sometimes whoever installed the electricity in the house put the switch in the closet, and it's hard to reach and hard to get around to. So they want to change where the switch is at. So how can we go about solving that problem? Do you have to rewire that entire light circuit? Do you have to pull to a different location, cut sheetrock, get the vacuum cleaner out and do all that? Absolutely not. All you need are two things right here with Caseta. One in-wall dimmer you see on the left, and then one Pico remote with a wall box adapter on the right there. Now you'll notice that remote, it's about this big. It'll fit into the palm of your hand very nicely, and it'll look exactly like a switch on the wall. So Ann will never know that you didn't spend hours pulling wire to a different location, and she won't know for years and years to come. This is rated at a 10-year plus battery life. So it really is just like having another switch. We call it a virtual three-way or a wireless three-way. So if you want that three-way solution, Caseta can provide that for you right there. You don't need a hub, you don't need internet, you just need those two parts and pieces, and I guess some electricity. That's it, that's all you got. Now, I said you don't need a hub, you don't need a bridge, and that's true, but maybe Ann is looking for a few more things. What might that bridge get her? If you're not incredibly aware of Lutron, you may have never seen some of these benefits of the hub or connecting to the internet. So first thing that's going to get you is that remote access. So Ann can potentially control her lights from anywhere in the world. She's on vacation and forgets that she left her lights on. She can get into her app, see, oh, I left 3 lights on in my house, turn them off right then and there, remote access from anywhere in the world. She can set schedules. So a lot of people like to have a schedule where their lights come on 15 minutes before sunset. So their house is lit until they go to bed, or even past when they go to bed. So you can set schedules for that. Or I have a wake up schedule. I'm not the naturally earliest riser, so I have to help myself out in any way that I can. And the way that I do that is by slowly turning on my lamp light in my room when I want to wake up in the morning. So I have that set, and it just pops on every morning, and every morning I question it. But then about 5 minutes later, I'm with it and thankful for that light to wake me up. It's also like an alarm clock. Huge thing is Smart Away. So what that is it's just a feature when you are away from your home. It will make it look like your home is occupied with lights. So it's instead of the traditional mechanical timer that my parents used to have, and I'm sure a lot of you people have dealt with, this is a smarter version of that, where it's actually got a program behind it. It will make it look like you're moving through the home, make it look lived in, not the same each day. So a lot of features that the bridge gets you. We've got more right there. Scenes, integrations, like we're going to talk about today. And a couple other features like being able to toggle between another home of yours and also geofencing, which is when lights come on as you approach your house. Now we mentioned RAW2 Select, and if you're not incredibly aware of RAW2 Select, this is what it looks like. Again, very simple. So traditionally with RAW2 Select, you would add a main repeater. Again, though, you don't necessarily need it. But a lot of times when you get into this system, people are going to want that app control, which is what you get with the main repeater and some of those other benefits. But As you can see, a slightly different aesthetic, still very simple. You get your in-wall dimmers and your Pico remotes, some sensors as well, and then you're good to go. So how often do we see this scenario? Security. I want my home to look occupied. I want my home to be safer in any way possible. I've seen statistics that the #1 deterrent to theft at a residential home is having a dog. We don't sell dogs, but we do sell lighting control, which is the #2 deterrent of theft from a residential home. So we're right up there. We're not quite as effective as a dog, but really one of the best things you can do to add safety to a home is adding lights on. There's so many reasons, so many research behind that, and it's going to provide safety for you or your client. So here we go. Anne again, she's looking to travel a lot, and she's going to be away from her home. She wants her lights to be on when she's away and make it look safer. So solving that need, again, very simple. Potentially one dimmer and one bridge, and you've got yourself a system that can turn on and have that smart away feature where the lights will come on randomly throughout the house at night and provide another level of safety. So there you go, your phone and that control there. And so those are Caseta and Raw2 Select in a nutshell. Those are some of the parts and pieces and some of the big things that it can do. But that's Lutron. That's a little bit about us. Now I'm going to turn it over to Todd, and he's going to talk about what is Ring and who is Ring and what are they kind of built around and meant for. Todd?
Hey, thanks a lot, Garen. So with Ring, really, Jamie Siminoff created a company with one singular mission in mind, and that is to make neighborhoods safer. Really believing that within your home, if you create an environment and experience that you can, make it safer for you, and then reach out and extend to your neighbors, that brings the community together. And we firmly believe that, and that is absolutely the mission at Ring. And, I always start there, and I always say to myself, like, why as an integrator do you care about that? I tell you why, essentially, is because no one does advertising in this industry. It's all about word of mouth and creating and enhancing your brand. You enhance your brand every day in homes you're in. That then extends to the community and goes from there. So that's really what our mission is to make neighborhoods safer. And in our Install Solutions channel, working with dealers, it is about enhancing your brand and creating an experience that elevates what you're trying to accomplish. And what we say is that concierge level of service. So we've got that, but that's the mission, really. All right. So when you put, which we're really excited about the opportunity. I know people in partnerships say that a lot about, hey, we're excited. And there is truth to this because as we were getting on the call, I was telling both Gary from Volutone and Snap AV and Garen that, I really think that Lutron has done something special in our industry and they do help a lot of integrators create experiences that bring their customers back to them. And so in this case, when you put Lutron and the lighting and what they've done in our industry and Ring and our experience combined together, there is something special, right? So it is peace of mind is knocking as you move left to right on the screen, giving someone a peace of mind. And I just use my household as an example and my mother-in-law and my wife. They both love Ring, and what we've done and installed is with Lutron as well as now when someone walks up to the door, the light turns on. They both my wife and my mother-in-law. And let me just on a side note, if you make your mother-in-law happy, that's a good start for your for your time. So that's really what we've done. So it's a peace of mind. Also now warming guests. So when someone does set off motion in my front or rings a doorbell, now my interior light turns on. So at night, if I were to walk up, to the door inside the home, it's lit, and then outside is lit as well. Again, just a really good experience for that part of it as well. And as they say on the rolling out the red carpet, certainly when you come home and having your lights on, it just makes for a compelling user experience. So the basics of the integration, we want to make sure you walk away with this, because if I'm sitting in your seat and I'm taking the time to attend, a webinar with both Lutron and Ring, I want to walk away with something. So let's get to the basics of it as well. So you can connect your Ring account with your Caseta or your Raw2 Select app, right? The Ring device, so whether it's a doorbell or a security camera, will cause the Lutron devices to turn on the lights to 100% for 15 minutes, and then we'll go back to its original state. So at this time, we can't change that 100%, but certainly we'll always be looking to improve the integration. But currently today, it's 100% for 15 minutes from there. And you could choose which doorbell or camera and choose which lights. And we're going to explain that a little further as well. So as you go, you'll get a chance to see that. And then actions can trigger the lights. For example, a doorbell press, or if a camera detects movement and motion. And inside the Ring app, you can adjust the motion settings to match the motions you like. So when it is detecting motion, the Lutron lighting can turn on as well. And then lights can be triggered at all times or only at night. Leave that up to you, the integrator and the homeowner, to make those decisions. All right, so let's go through the Lutron app flow overview. And like I said, it's one of the best things. It's intuitive, and this is where I give Lutron a ton of credit. They put the work in on the back end to make it easy for integrators. So as is, you start with, it works with Ring part inside the Lutron app. And then you'd pick a front door. In this case, we're picking the Ring Video Doorbell Elite. So you would select that. And then when that Elite sets motion or has the doorbell rung, you then would select the lights that you want to turn on at that time. So in this case, we're doing the Ring Video Doorbell Elite, and the lights we're choosing to turn on are the porch light right and the porch light left. It's just that simple. And so again, when I'm thinking about this the simplicity of it, so it's about creating a great experience, and then you, the integrator, get in, get out, and then you get paid, and the experience you're leaving the end user customer with, who we call our neighbors, is a really compelling experience. So simple. You pick the doorbell, you pick the lights, and you go from there. All right, so just again, the peace of mind piece of it that we like to talk about. So with Ring only, you can monitor the movement. So I could see at any time who's at my door. If my doorbell or my security camera detects motion, then I'm able to see, all right, well, I can connect to the spotlight cam or a floodlight cam and see that. So that is a compelling user experience. But when you add Lutron to Ring, not only can you monitor the movement and get alerts on your phone, but now you could have lights turn on automatically. And so again, that creates that to make neighbors safer, right, was the mission of our company, of Ring. And so that's what you're able to do. Detects motion. I'm able to turn lights on all around my house, or the ones that I want. And again, that just makes it look like someone's home. It gives a perpetrator a second thought of, hey, should I enter this home? Maybe not. So again, that's really goes along with enhancing our mission. And then with Ring only, you can see who's at the door, who's rung the doorbell. But now again, with that Lutron piece, your front door lights turn on, illuminating the entryway as you approach the door. So just again, we want to highlight just some of the user experiences that I think is really beneficial for that of an integrator. Because if I do something on the DIY, fine enough, I can do the Ring, right? And I can potentially do some other Lutron stuff, but an integrator could add this incredible experience. So when my neighbors come over and they see, wait a minute, before I walk to the door, my light is out, my outside lights turned on, my inside lights. Trust me, I've had more than just a couple of neighbors ask me like, hey man, how'd you do that? My Ring doesn't do that, right? So again, it's about enhancing that brand. And I think that's really what we're trying to do for the integrator. Cool. And then with the, continuing with the peace of mind, but starting now with Lutron. So if you're a dealer or an integrator on this call and you've done Lutron only, and now you see the Ring only, now you see the benefits of pairing with Lutron. And for the ones that are on Lutron only and haven't adopted Ring yet, these are some of the things that you can now do, again, combined. So you can do on the Lutron side, right? Set up the smarter way to have the lights turn on and off randomly as if you were home, right? Turning them on at 8 p.m., turning them off at 9, stuff like that, and setting a schedule so you can make it appear like you're home. But now when you add Ring to it, you can not only do that, but you can now monitor in real time your Ring cameras. So if you do want to say, hey, it's 9 o'clock at night and I've seen some motion and my lights have turned on, now I could actually take a look at the Ring cameras and actually take it one step further to protect your home should that actually need arise. And then with Lutron only, again, schedule your front door lights to come on at sunset and then off at sunrise. I think that's absolutely something that my wife and, actually my family really loves that we set up with Lutron is the lights as well. But then when you add Ring and Lutron combined, you can schedule your door lights to come on at sunset and turn off at sunrise. And then you could be notified as well when someone walks up to your door. So again, we just use that word compelling, and that's what this integration offering has done. It's offered you, the integrator, to provide just a really compelling user case setting with offers peace of mind. Okay, so let's just cover, just to make sure that we're clear. Again, we want to make sure you walk away with information that's really useful for you during this time. So for the Ring doorbells and cameras, we work with any generation or all generations of our cameras and doorbells are compatible, right? So you don't have to worry about on the Ring side, whichever ones you install will work with your Lutron setup. And for Lutron, it's Caseta and the Raw 2 Select. So it only works with the switches and dimmers, not the shades at this time. So just again, to reiterate, all Ring cameras and security and the doorbells, and for Lutron, Caseta and Raw 2 Select with switches and dimmers currently. And I think, Aaron, let's have you jump in for more opportunities around the home.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Todd. A lot of good questions in the chat so far. I've taken a peek at that while Todd was talking, and we will make sure all those are answered. We'll probably answer some of those live, but we'll keep rolling with this real fast. So with Lutron, I mean, there's opportunity for a lot of needs to be met within a customer. So we talked about a couple of times the outdoor timer and what that peace of mind looks like. Your kids will never have to come home to a dark house. If you work late, you won't have to come home to a dark house. Your clients won't have to, and you can offer that with confidence now. Like I said, with that simplicity of the bridge and the switch. So it's as simple as adding that bridge in, logging in on the app, and just playing with the app, setting it from the timer whenever you want it to be. So like I said, 15 minutes before sunset to 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. is when you want your porch lights to be on. It's that simple, and that's what it's going to be like. So another customer need is that smart three-way, that wireless three-way where you want to add a switch, and you don't want to be pulling wires for an hour or two. Don't have to worry about that hassle. You can get a switch wherever you need it. Another advantage of this is that you can add a switch on glass, on particle board, anything that's hard to run wire to and hard to drill into, you can add a switch there. Even adding on your coffee table. I have one on my coffee table right now that controls my lamp. So we have a beautiful pedestal you can just set right there. That can control one lamp, that can control an entire room, and control your movie scene as well. Another huge customer need, they're going to ask for security, that safety. They're going to talk about going out of town a lot, especially as we hopefully round the corner in this weird time, this weird year, and people start using some of that saved vacation. People are going to be going on vacation a lot more. So help your customers relax and know that their house is going to be taken care of with one of the best measures of safety, which is that light. So vacation mode and that smart away system where your lights will be on from when you designate them to, and they will turn on in a smart manner, looking like you're in the home.
All right, so I'll jump in and really talk about the rings of security and what makes you guys, again, the offering, so you're fully up to speed and what's available. So certainly on the outdoor, what we identify as the 3 rings. So on the outdoor, security cameras as well as doorbells. Indoor, we have indoor cameras and stick-up cameras that can be used indoors and outdoors, as well as an alarm system that, again, would give you the alarm portion of it. And then your neighborhood and the app section. So in case you were to see a perpetrator on your property, you would be able to roll that up so neighbors that opt in, they'd be able to know that, hey, on 100 Main Street, there's someone that's breaking into a house. And then that would allow me, if I'm at 200 Main Street or in that general vicinity, hey, to be on the lookout for a perpetrator who's doing that. And then we talk about the customer reasonings really to buy smart lighting, right? So again, for someone who's just entered into this industry and is an integrator, and even again, just a refresher for folks who've been in the industry, but for remote access, right? So reasons for smart lighting, right? So you can use your phone to remotely control and check the lights in your home. Geofencing, so you could have the lights turn on when you drive back home. Setting schedules, right? So have the lights come on at sunset and sunrise. All these things are really, really good for integrators to offer to their customers. Again, not just only for the security and make a neighborhood safer, but for the whole smart home experience, something that is really becoming sort of expected from integrators to be able to offer. And then the smart away aspect, right? So lights turning on and off randomly. Again, in my house, when we go up to Lake Tahoe, for example, we'll turn our lights on at 8, then off at 8:30, 9. We'll set schedules a little crazy, so that way people are like, wow, lights on and off, and it makes it look as if we're home. Again, just another real convenient piece that my entire family uses, right? And ultimately the convenience, right? To check on your home from anywhere. If we now talk about, hey, reasons to buy smart doorbells and cameras, and to think about it this way. So not only on the light side for the smart lighting, but now for the security portion of it, to check your home from anywhere, to be able to see any movement that happened. If I'm on the call right now and I'm talking to you folks, and I don't see, but someone has come by my door, I now can check, hey, who was at my door 5 minutes ago? And if it's my neighbor, I could call her and check in on her, see what she needed or what have you. But again, just incredible, not only convenience, but certainly peace of mind. If someone, I get alerts when someone approaches my home, and then, or rings a doorbell. And again, communication. It is just something that we've used even a little bit more now in COVID. Unfortunately, during the times of COVID, when someone rings my doorbell, I'm able to communicate with them. And just a quick shout out to Congressman Jared Huffman. He stopped by my house 2 days ago, and we had a conversation. Started on Ring as I was out in the backyard, but got a chance to go out and see him as he was knocking on our door for votes at this time of the election, right? So communication, you can hear and speak anyone in your home from anywhere in the world. And then keep an eye on packages. Again, it is really important, more now than ever, to have, your packages that are securely delivered. And again, just what we want to show in just this slide, again, why do you care if you're able to see the screen? It is about aesthetics, right? And I think both organizations on the call today, both Lutron and Ring, care deeply about the aesthetics and the design element of homes. And so we're trying to show here is like, yeah, they are really good looking solutions. If we look at the far right-hand side, and we get the Elite sits flush, is a great option. And again, it complements the design element of the home. And then certainly we have a variety of different doorbells, right? So from the left to right, we have the Ring Video Doorbell, the Ring Video Doorbell 3. We've got a peephole cam. So if someone just has a peephole in their front door, whether it's a condominium or an apartment or even a home, they can have that just through the peephole as well. So they can certainly look through the peephole, but indeed from anywhere in their property, they can do the same. The Ring Video Doorbell Pro and then the Elite. So a real good lineup that we have from the Ring Video Doorbell all the way to the Elite. And I really do want to point out again, this is, for integrators, we really want you to walk away from this experience, hey, that the integration partnership could add an incredible value to your offering. And here's another piece that we think adds value to what you can provide. It's called our X line. It's only available, in our channel, so it's not available in Best Buy, on Home Depot, or Ring.com. It's really specific for our channel and adds a difference. So it adds a differentiated offering from that of the retail and the DIY aspect of our company. So in the X line, two key features. One is we as an organization want to back you up more than the traditional DIY. So instead of a 1-year warranty, we increase that to 3-year warranty because we believe it's installed by a professional like yourself. So we should back it up more than just your regular DIY. So an additional 2 years for totaling of a 3-year product warranty, as well as it comes with a lifetime subscription to the basic Protect plan. So that takes away that awkward sort of experience where you have to ask for the credit card and get that part, set up. And then it doesn't require the end user, our neighbor, your customer, to ever have to renew a subscription. It's sort of that one and done. And I know a lot of integrators on this call like to set something up. So it's get in, get out, get paid, and walk away with the end user of a great experience and not have to do something else. And again, that's really what our X line is all about, and something that we're incredibly proud of for this channel and for our company as well. But it's the X line, and if you want to know more about it, certainly reach out to us as well. And then you have doorbells with the X line, right? So you have the Ring Video Doorbell 3, the 3 Plus, that is comes in the X line, the Ring Video Doorbell Pro, and then the Elite. And then the two images there we want to show you. So with the X line on the Elite, there's an ability to order an additional faceplate that we've created a relationship with Rocky Mountain Faceplates, and it's just a great company. It's a real sturdy, and again, is all about aesthetics and makes it look much different than that of a DIY. And then it's paired with our Ring Access Controller Pro. So the Ring Access Controller Pro, from within the Ring app, you're able to open up a gate. So again, missing sort of something in our portfolio, which we've listened to integrators, both at CEDIA and every event we've been to. They said, wow, you really need to be able to open up a gate. And we listened to those comments, and we took them to heed. And indeed, this year we released the Ring Access Controller Pro, 2 versions, a cellular version if the gate, let's say, is 1,000 feet down the driveway, or an Ethernet version, which we think would be more closer to the door. So again, just compelling and differentiated offerings that allow the integrator, to have an enhanced offering. So that's really what the X line is about. And again, now it's the doorbells, and we have the security cameras as well. So we have the Stick-Up Cam Elite. So that's a PoE version. So the Elite doorbell and the Stick-Up Cam Elite are PoE options. And again, people aren't going into the DIY big box retail and asking about PoE. That's this channel, and that's what we've delivered as well. So you have the Ring Elite stick-up cam, the floodlight cam, and then you have the spotlight cam mount and spotlight cam wired are the 2 versions there. So again, from X-Line is in the doorbell as well as in our security cameras. And we, again, just want to talk about the Ring security camera so you get an idea, right? So obviously we're the doorbell company, what we're known for. But again, we're seeing more and more integrators adopt, and the sales bear out that they are adopting much more of our security cameras and making it that way. And then we've got the battery versions, for example, could be run on solar. They come in black and white. And then we're just showing you how easy it is for to take out the battery and recharge it. Batteries last about 750 hours. Now, what does that mean to you and me? It's probably you have to charge it 2 to 3 times, potentially, depending on the amount of traffic and motion settings. You may need to charge that a 3rd or a 4th time in a given year. And again, here's the lineup. So you get all the offering, right? So you have the indoor camera, you have a stick-up cam, you have a stick-up cam Elite, floodlight cameras. And again, we're seeing a lot of adoption on the floodlight cameras in this channel because it is wiring into 110. We're seeing above a garage, back by the pool, etc. And then the spotlight cam mount. Again, we're seeing a real increase in those as integrators really want to be able to offer that hardwired solution into 110. And that's the floodlight and the spotlight cam mount. And again, we just want you to be educated so you're fully aware of what's going on. So what's free when you buy a Ring product, what's included in is you get motion activated notifications. You could do a live view at any given time. So right now, if I wanted to check, use with the view out of my front door or any one of my security cameras, I can do real-time viewing. And then there's two-way talk. So I could either talk to my neighbor or talk to a congressman who's knocked at my door. Or, and then a full lifetime theft protection as well. So that's what comes included with the product itself. But then there's the basic protect, because I mentioned this comes included in the X line and is not something you'd have to pay the $3 a month or $30 a year. So it gets all the stuff I mentioned, but you now get video history of up to 60 days. So if I want to see who was at my door 5 minutes ago, a day ago, a week ago, up to 60 days, I need at minimum the basic protect plan. And then you're able to video is saving and sharing as well. So in case I do see someone who's stolen a bike and my video, my Ring camera captured it, I could share that with the police or my neighbors as well. And then snapshot capture is a feature as well that comes with the basic protect plan. And then just to make sure you're fully aware, so that comes included in the X line, all of that, and then the 3-year warranties included, and then the Protect Plus. So where we're seeing the Protect Pluses is if you're installing our alarm and they want to have 24/7 professional monitoring that could potentially come with the alarm, they would need to move to the Protect Plus plan. And again, that is for all the cameras on the property that you have. So if I were to have 4 or 5 or 6 different cameras or more, the Protect Plus plan would be great, because then the video recording and cloud storage comes included for all of the cameras included on the property. And if I had the Ring alarm, it would include the 24/7 professional monitoring. So a nice little package there for the Protect Plus plan.
All right. Well, no congressmen have been knocking on my doors recently, unfortunately. So if you guys know somebody, send them over. But in a similar fashion, let's talk about the Lutron Pro program real fast. The Lutron Pro program, what is it? It's a residential contractor focused program to help you grow your business with Lutron, help you get more leads, help you to engage with us more, get a little bit more training, potentially work with your distributor more, your local rep. Who's eligible? That is all residential contractors. So if you're working on homes, if you're finding yourself doing any lighting or any security, any AV work, I think you're right there in line with someone that could get a lot of value from us. Also, it's completely free, so you're not going to lose anything by joining up. It's not like you're gambling a ton here, but why enroll? We touched on a little bit. It has a lot of features that could help you grow your business. We offer reward plans for a free product, a little bit more contact with you, and a couple of promotions like we'll talk about here in a second. So touching on those benefits a little bit more, extended warranty on a couple of different products. So on the Caseta line, the Raw 2 Select line, you'll get a little bit longer warranty. We'll put you on our Lutron Find a Pro website. So if you guys don't know, a lot of times our customer service line is just always busy. I've seen those people, they work really hard. It's awesome. But whenever they get a call in that says, hey, I want someone to install like a Caseta or Raw 2 Select system, they just pull up the closest guy to them. So this is a benefit for you. It's an easy way to get some leads and grow your business. I mentioned redemption points. So every time you install a system, you get points with us, and then you can use that for free products. You get a little bit more access to training and marketing materials, and then some promotions as well. So speaking of that, we have a cool pro promotion going on right now with Lutron and Ring, and we have 100 Pro doorbells, Ring Pro doorbells for accounts that set up a Caseta or RAW2 Select system. So if you're a pro right now that's doing Lutron and you're interested in getting into Ring, maybe you're on a job right now that has a Lutron system and you think security can be a big thing for this client, this is an easy way to dip your toes into the Ring section. On the other side of that, if you're a Ring guy and you're just installing a lot of Ring and you're curious what the root of the Lutron life is like and kind of what we do day to day, then this is another incentive for you to hop in and try it out. So basically, I can answer some questions if you have them about the pro promotion, but it's very simple. All it has to include is either Caseta or RAW2 Select bridge, and then at least one dimmer or switch. So you could add those two parts and pieces in there. As long as you register that account with your Lutron Pro number, as long as you use the Pro installer mode in the Lutron app, as hopefully a lot of you guys have been doing, with your Lutron Pro account number, you're going to get an email that is going to give you just a quick survey, and then we're going to send you that Ring Pro doorbell. So limit one per customer. I think it's an awesome opportunity, like I said, to dip your toes into the other side and to look at the jobs that you're doing right now. Could you add Ring to it? Or the jobs that you're doing right now, can you add Lutron to it? Now, if you're not huge into Ring or Lutron, this is still a great way to hop in and get a free product. I mean, Todd, you can speak to this, but the Ring Pro doorbell, I mean, that's a nice product, right? That's a very valuable thing to offer your client.
Definitely. For us, it's the top selling doorbell in our channel for the professional market and for professional installers. Has, all the great features that you're able to do with the Doorbell Elite. It just doesn't flush in. But yeah, no, it is our, top selling and best product in our channel for sure.
Yep. And we only started this pro promotion a couple days ago. So hop on it while you can. Like I said, if you're a Ring guy and you're looking to get into Lutron, how you sign up to be a pro and get those benefits that we talked about. A couple different ways. You can just Google Lutron Pro and that website will come up and it'll walk you through that process. Or on the Lutron app, if you go into that pro installer mode and it'll say not a pro, sign up here. It'll take you straight to the pro sign up from the app. It's very simple. You just add some basic company information. The only thing you need is a Lutron hub installed to your name, and then you're good to go. We just want you to know that you've done at least one Caseta or RAW2 Select job. So that's Lutron Pro, and that's a little bit about our pro promotion. Like I said, get on it. I can go back to that slide if you guys are really curious about how to do it again. We can answer questions, like I said, but some FAQs real fast. You can look over this. Like we talked about, this integration is through the Lutron app. Specifically, if you go to the Add Devices section, where you would add some other integrations and add a dimmer to a system, add a Pico, a shade, for example. I was just looking at my app. It's right there. You can click on the Ring, integrate with Ring section, add your client's Ring account information, and it's going to start pulling everything in. It's going to be native, good to go. It works with Caseta, Caseta Pro, and RAW2 Select. I saw a question in the chat earlier asking about, does it just work with the Caseta Pro bridge? No, it works with all Caseta systems, the RAW2 Select system as well. And currently, it is not, like Todd showed that slide earlier, it does not integrate with the RAW2 Select or RAW2, Radio RAW2, or HomeWorks, but we're constantly looking at that, constantly looking to expand. So there's definitely potential in the near future for Radio RAW2 to have this Ring integration.
Yeah, and then Garen, I saw there was also a question about the level of brightness. So 4, can I adjust the light level that the lights go on when the doorbell is rung or the camera detects motion. So to confirm, the lights will always turn on to the maximum brightness. The setting can't be adjusted at the time. And also if I go from 4 to 5 as well, how long do the lights stay on for the trigger? So it'll come on at full maximum brightness for 15 minutes and then will automatically return to their original state. And that setting cannot be adjusted at this time.
Yep. And that's something we could potentially look at in the future and change depending on your feedback. But like we said, this is a very new integration, and this is how it works right now. So hopefully these FAQs will help you out a little bit. Any other key points we want to talk about from the FAQs, Todd? Do you think this is good? We can go on the questions section, start answering some direct.
I think so. I think we've covered a few of those questions and the ones in the chat as well. But this is a great time now to just ask questions and see. To make sure we're able to answer all those questions while you're here. Make use of the time.
Yep, I'll be going through the questions right now.
The Q&A box has definitely got some stuff in there. I know there's been some questions answered on the chat. Perhaps open up the Q&A box, and then we can go down the list.
Yep, I'll take the first one. David asks, does Lutron work with Alexa? Absolutely, David, it does. You're just going to integrate through the Caseta Pro bridge, RAW2 Select bridge, and integrate with that Amazon Alexa. Also works with Google and Apple. So really the big smart speakers as well.
All right. Let's see. Do I see one? For me, Dean Dunlop had asked, what is the MSRP for the X line? So the X line, it varies per product. There's not just one suggested retail price for the entire line, but it depends on the actual product itself. But it's approximately about $150 more than the retail product.
How about Dennis's question regarding connecting the Ring and Lutron accounts?
Yeah, Dennis, so I'll cover that real fast. To connect the Ring and Lutron accounts, you'll be in either your pro installer mode and basically setting up an account for your customer, and then go into the add device section, or if it's for your personal house, you'll see in your own account within your own app. You'll go into the add device section, go to the Ring section, and then it'll ask you for your Ring credentials or your client's Ring credentials, at which point it will pull in all the Ring devices you have, and then your accounts will be linked. There you go. It's a good question though.
Yeah, real quick, guys. I'm going to have this entire slide deck emailed to you guys tonight, as well as the recording here. I'm going to make sure I've got the pro promotion link. Thanks, Garen. That's awesome. And also the Lutron Pro account link. I'll have that highly visible. So don't worry about anything. It's all going to be in the inbox tonight. Hey, Garen, really quick question. You said that you had put that promotion live the other day, and it's limited to 100. Is that something that any of us are concerned about, or is it live for our guys here, or what? Can you elaborate?
As far as who can potentially get that promotion?
Yeah, you said it's open to the first 100, registered or new signups, but you put it live the other day. Is that nationwide? Does everybody see that?
Yes, that's nationwide for all of our pros. So really everybody, I think this is, to my knowledge, this is the first real training we've done where we've gotten exposure to that promotion though. So really, I mean,
yeah,
unless people are hounding the pro website, exactly. You guys are going to see it. So you should be
okay. Yeah, I want these guys to know that they're in contention and all that other stuff to get the freebie there, but
absolutely,
yeah, on there as well. Hey guys, why don't I just kind of go back through the Q&A? I'll start from the newest back. Todd, I think we answered David's. Let me just throw a couple questions at you guys, and we covered it. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Will there be a future support for Lutron sensors? If so, RAW2 Select with power sensors. They too can trigger Ring lights, question mark? That's from Harrison. Darren, can you take that one?
Yeah, I think the question, as I understand it, is basically using a Lutron sensor within RAW2 Select or Caseta to trigger a Ring light. is what I understand it as. I do not know of any current plans for that. I mean, I'm sure we're going to take that feedback and then push forward with it. And like Todd and I have been talking about, this is kind of the first step, and it's the integration is what it is right now, and we're going to hopefully customize that in the future. So, Todd, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, no, that's the same thing. Unfortunately, we're out of the gate with Caseta and then Raw2 Select, and always looking to see what's the next step and how do we integrate that. And I'm sure people that are smarter than me are already working on that and can't announce anything and don't know anything. But certainly, I know there's always an effort to enhance this original integration. So,
all right, real quick, Ken, with a practical question. I scheduled my porch lights to turn on at sunset and off at sunrise. They turn on but not off. Why?
Well, without seeing the system going through everything, it's going to be hard to say. Turn on at sunset, off at sunrise. Yeah, I mean, feel free to reach out to me, Ken. We can talk about it offline. Maybe there's something just weird going on with the app, or the lights are assigned a different way. Also, we do have 24/7 tech support, so they answer questions like this all the time. You just Google Lutron support. That number will come up. We have a Caseta line. Like I said, if I can't answer it, they can as well. So if it is a technical difficulty on the networking side, we can help you. On the hardware side, we can help you as well. So hard to say from a quick question like that, but a couple different reasons. We can help you out in a couple different ways.
Probably just a probably easy fix. Harrison also asked, this is an OnVIF question, Todd. Ring, is OnVIF support in the Ring Pro Elite X doorbell? If not, is it or some other way of local storage for video being planned? Can you take that one?
Let's see. So we do have OnVIF capability. So that's the we are looking at that. As a potential possibility, but currently today the answer is no. We don't have, it's all storage into our cloud, but we are looking at an ability in the future to make that happen. It's been a huge request that we've seen, again, from a lot of integrators that want to be able to offer that capability. It's something we're definitely looking at, but today the answer is no. We don't have the ability to have on-site recording with an OnVIF solution into like a DVR or something like that. Not yet.
Garen, are you going to answer Dean's question? Did you just see that one? Can you set the delay on the doorbell press to when the lights turn on?
So I'll answer it as that yes, but as far as setting delay in the doorbell press to when the lights turn on, again, not right now. We don't have that function supported. So what happens is doorbell press, lights will go on 100%, whatever lights you assign. So you can customize the lights you assign. You can customize the doorbell or the camera that triggers those actions, and that's where we're at. So hopefully with more kind of experience with this integration in the future, that's something we can look into.
Looks like Ofer has a Lutron blinds question. Serena Blinds by Lutron is the only brand blinds that Lutron offers, or is there another professional line? Second question is about the bridge. So essentially, to use the motorized Lutron blinds, we have to provide our client one bridge for the blinds and one bridge for any other Lutron switches or Ring. Is that correct? Is that a correct statement?
So to answer the first question, we do have a professional line that is built for our pro guys, and we are currently actually offering some online trainings for that. So Ofer, reach out to me about that. I can get you connected. I'll go back to my email in a second here. I'll get you connected, tell you how to get into that. For everybody, Lutron blinds, we've been doing a lot of business with them. It's a huge growth opportunity for you guys, for us as well. So it's a great question, and I think a very intelligent one as well. There's a huge market for that. So we do offer a professional line, like I said. Short answer to that question. Second question, really, I think if I understand it correctly, you only need one hub, one Lutron hub. It will control everything that you need, the blinds, the switches. It'll integrate with Ring. I think the hold up there is that the only thing that Ring can't control is those blinds. So you don't need a separate hub to do that. You only need one Lutron hub for house. And then you can control all those at once. So integrate with ring, blinds, and your lights.
And I'll just jump in real quick. If you're an integrator on this call, I would highly recommend getting the shades training and getting that a part of your offering. Huge upside as far as enhancing your brand inside the home. And I just can't recommend it highly enough. I would jump on that if I'm on this call, and I haven't done that yet.
By all means. And, you know, as far as Volutone is concerned, and I speak for all the Snap AV locals, I've got champions in every single location that can help. I don't want measurements to throw you guys off. There's a huge profit margin there. We speak shades. We can help. Hey, question from Steve really quick. Lutron presently works with Habitat. Are there any plans for Ring to work with Habitat?
Not that I'm aware of, and I apologize. I'm not familiar with that, but how about this? I will find that out, and Steve will give you the information on that as well.
Actually, it's Hubitat. I was pronouncing that wrong. I hadn't heard of that as well. Garen?
Yeah, on the Ring side, I'm not entirely sure of their future plans, but they've been adaptable, like Todd said, and following opportunity. So I think if they take that feedback as well as they have with everything in the past, then it's potential.
Got it. That pretty much takes care of the Q&A there, guys. And I know that our counterparts were working the chat box in there. Just about time to go. What a packed hour. You guys have a career in tag teaming. Seriously, that was awesome. Okay, you guys, the timing perfect. No, thank you very much from all the audience. You guys made that seamless, really helpful. What a great partnership. Garen, thank you so much. Todd, you're awesome. I mean, and your crew, your team. Any last words, Garen?
Nothing for me. Thank you guys all for joining. I mean, I hope your businesses are going well right now. It's been a crazy year, but in any way that we can help you, just if you think about your current jobs you're on, if you can add Ring to them, if you can add Lutron to them, that's the best way to get started. Where you're at right now, add 1 or 2 devices from each of us and dip your toes, and let's get after it.
You got it. Hey, on the Ring side, we're just humbled and honored you spend your morning trying to learn more about the integration between the two great companies, and my team is definitely here to help you. If you think of Ring as the DIY company, you're missing the effort we're making, and we're really trying to make sure that you are enhancing your brand in your homes, in your customers' homes, in the neighborhood, and the community. So have at it, and thanks again for taking the time today. It means a tremendous amount to my team and I.
Yep. Great job, guys. All right. Look for my email a little bit later on. My panel. Hey, I'll see you guys in 4 hours. How about that?
Love it.
Or you guys want to pass it to your team? Tell them I'm going to start this thing back up in 4 hours. That's 2 p.m. West Coast to do this all again. Look for my email. Want to thank Garen. Thank you so much, Todd. And also Roman and Rich as well. Thank you, guys. That's going to wrap it up for the morning. I will see you next Wednesday, you guys. Be safe out there. It's busy. It's all coming our way, guys. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon.